Now, before I get started with this video, for all you racist native, so-called Native Americans and you Mexicans, I'm gonna need y'all to do research, and I'm gonna need y'all to come with better questions because in these past videos that I've done on this subject, y'all haven't had good questions, and y'all's logic has been flawed. But anyway, let's get into the video. Now, if you don't know, if this is new news, here it is. Black people are the original Americans. And when I say that, I mean North America, I mean South America, and the Caribbeans as well. We the original people of this land, of these lands in this hemisphere. So how do you prove that? Well, there's certain images. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's do this. Right here, right? People talk about Columbus, 1492 Columbus. This is a painting called Saint Mary of the Good Winds. Now, this is a painting that shows the people that Columbus took back when he went back to Spain, when he went back to Portugal. These are the people. Look at them. Afros. Afros. Dark skin. There's no long hair. These are dark skinned people, or brown skinned people, or bronze, like I like to call them, bronze people. Look at them. These are the people that Columbus took back. So, moving on. This is a prime example of the people that Columbus took back. So, if these people was found in the Caribbean, let's go to the other people that was found here as well. Bam. Look at the features. Those are black, so-called black features. No, most Native Americans have thin lips. They have the thin lips, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have big lip. They don't have the round noses. Look at them. This is a Negro. Come on now. Um, Let me just say this as well. The whole slave trade. Now, I do agree that it did happen, but not the way they tell us. I think what happened, now this is just me, based off my research. They brought some people over here from Africa, but majority of the people that they had over here as slaves, they were prisoners of war because the majority of your natives are black. Even when you say that you have native blood in you, you're really saying you got black blood in you because the natives wouldn't be here. Well, the red man, let me be specific, wouldn't be here if it wasn't the mixing of the black man with the Asian. And then when you want to get to your Mexicans, who are the mutts. Now let me slow down. When I say mutts, I'm not saying that in a derogatory way. I'm saying it because they are a mixture and a combination of different races. That's what I mean. It's not a hateful thing. I'm just using that word, for lack of better words. The mutts. Your native, well, red man, are mixed. Because if you look at certain images of Asians and you had them put on like native wear, you'd be like, damn, is that a Native American? You know, if you're not paying attention. Hell, I was watching a movie called Parasite that came out last year, and they had some Asians in it, and they had on some Native American gear in a certain scene in the movie. And I was like, damn, they look like Native. They look like the Red Man. But also, if you want to go with history, the Spanish brought people from the Philippines over here from, oh, in the Americas. They brought them here to the Americas and had them in chains, and they mixed in with some of the native, well, so-called blacks, and that's where your Native Americans come from. I mean, you can go into the whole Asians coming over the, you know, uh, you know, the Bering Straits and all that. Cool, yes, it's not just one particular Asian, but to get your Native American, you had to have a mixture of two different races, which was your so-called black race and your Asian race. But let me just end it off right here. Go read Ivan Van Sertima. Go read what's another good book? You know what? I got it. Dr. David Imhotep, The First Americans Were Africans. That too. And if you want the images, if you want to see what the book looks like, I got you. Let me Google it right now. I got time. Let's do it. Because, I mean, everybody got to learn. Because we got to get rid of these lies, that, how do black people get over here? Them niggas couldn't have did that. They couldn't have been over here, because, we got to stop letting white people or other people outside our race tell us our history. We got to do our own research. Ivan Van Sertima. All right, this is Ivan Van Sertima. All right, where's his book? Bam. If you want his book, They Came Before Columbus. Bam. There it is right there. And matter of fact, in his book, he has images of statues of so-called black women with the hoop earrings and dark skin. And it's not just one statue; it's more than one. So, anybody that wants to debate me on this, if you haven't read this book and seen those images or read it, if you haven't read The First Americans Were Africans by Dr. David Imhotep, who is a PhD, by the way, you can't have a conversation. We cannot have a conversation because it's going to be a asinine conversation because you have not read, you have not studied, you have not been over there. I've been to the DR. I've been to Mexico. I've seen the statues. I've been to the museums. So if you haven't done that, we can't debate. And really, it's not even going to be a debate. You can't even have a discussion because you're showing me that you're just doing it just to be an ass or just to be a jerk. Or you just have a limited history. Because it's not just black people that have limited history. I mean, there's the red man, they have limited history. Mexicans have limited history, because everybody, for the most part, has been conquered. Maybe not the Ethiopians, but for the most part, everybody's been conquered. So they've been told their history, they have limited history. Some people just don't know it all. But I'll leave it off right there. And the first Americans were black. The Olmecs, those are black people. Even if you want to get into the Mayans and the Aztecs and all that. Matter of fact, let me see if I still got those images. I hope I didn't delete them out my. Let's see. I hope I didn't delete it out my phone. Let's see. Bam. There you go. Come on. Bam. This is actually Dr. David Imhotep book. Look at the images. Those are so-called black people. Matter of fact, they got locks and braids. Look at the skin tone. And if you really want to get deep, they found Egyptian artifacts. And they found pyramids. I mean, come on, how much, do your research. I'm done.